Welcome to John and April's Kitchen Table, where we talk about trending topics, and today's topic is
COVID-19.
Coronavirus. So this coronavirus thing is crazy. We have been not really locked down yet because we just found out that things are going to be locked down here in Maryland. There was a mandate by the governor of Maryland to basically cease and desist all gatherings over 250 people. So we have canceled church, and school now is gone until So that's kind of a big deal for teachers and people like that. Our kids are upstairs right now excited about not being in school for a while.
You gotta find something positive out of what's happening.
I guess.
You know?
Yeah. April just came back from the grocery store. And what was it like out there, babe?
I mean, first of all, this man came out with his cart. The bags were packed so high, he had to hold them while he was walking because they were falling out. I was like, what did he buy?
And then you came home with a big, huge trunk full of stuff in
Yeah,
your...
but it wasn't that much.
That's true. Not compared to that guy, I guess.
It really wasn't that much. I just got a few items.
Yeah.
You know, just in case.
We are locking down because what we heard recently, April got a text message from somebody. There's someone down in Knoxville, Tennessee, who apparently has someone that works in medical something, and they're supposed to be getting prepared for like a 1 month sort of quarantine type situation where people can't even go out to the grocery stores.
Right. I don't know how true that is, but just in case.
We got a month's worth of food.
We got some things. I had to stand in line for water. This is me waiting for water. All these people are waiting for water. I was like, this is crazy. Like, I have never experienced anything like this in my lifetime.
I really haven't either. And the thing
Not
about
like
this,
this,
the thing about this is different than the rest of the stuff is we've lived through SARS and
H1N1.
Yeah, and swine flu.
Yeah, and the Zika virus.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff that we've lived through recently that have scared us, but have not had this kind of reach. And I was just watching something earlier, and I found out what the problem with this is. Number one, apparently coronavirus is about 10 times more deadly than the flu.
Right, they said that, yeah.
So they said that's their estimate right now. It actually could be more deadly than that, they're not sure. But the second thing is that it's way more contagious than the flu is.
Okay.
So this is the thing about it that to me, I have a problem with. A lot of people are not taking this seriously. And because they're not taking it seriously, I think that they are spreading it without even knowing that they have it. It takes a while for you to even find out you have this virus.
Right.
So Rudy Gobert from the Utah Jazz, touching all them mics and all that stuff, and now the whole NBA is shut down.
But I want to know, he probably didn't get it from doing that.
Probably not. But
he already had it.
But if he already had it, that means he gave it to everybody. He just touched their mics.
That is true.
I'm saying,
well,
my point is he's not taking it seriously. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
And people don't realize just how contagious this thing is and how easy it is for it to spread. I think that's the problem.
People aren't taking it seriously because, I mean, I have people saying, oh, I'm getting me some flights, I'm going places, I don't really care.
Right.
And I'm just like, you know, it's just a few weeks that if we were to take off and not do those things, that we could stop it, you know, potentially
we could
stop
at least
it.
minimize it drastically from making it sort of spread to everybody. Like Italy right now, South Korea, so many countries in the world right now are really having trouble with this because, you know, it spreads so quickly and they don't have enough hospital personnel, enough hospital beds, there's not enough in ICU.
I don't think we need to panic.
That's
I mean,
true.
you know, I think there's a difference between being smart, you know, following directions. And then panicking.
I agree. I'm not panicked at all. I actually, we have faith, so we kind of trust that, God's gonna bring us through this thing.
Well, not kinda. We do trust.
We
trust that, you know, things are gonna work out, and and maybe not. But we trust that God knows what He's doing, and He's allowing whatever He's allowing. But my thing is, I feel like you need to take it seriously, but then you don't need to be so afraid and stressed and anxious. I mean, I have friends that tell me they're so anxious, they have so much anxiety about it. And I don't think that, I mean, I understand that.
I do too.
But I'm hoping that we're not having to be that way. You know, because you need to be right now spending time with your family. I mean, really, like, spend time with your family. Think about the things that are important. You know, do some spring cleaning.
That's a good idea.
You know, things that you aren't able to do when you're working. Like I plan on spring cleaning. I'm going to be painting.
I'm exercising because I'm out of shape.
I'm going to lose 15 pounds. You know,
I'm not promising 15, but I do want to lose something.
I'm trying to get to 15. Anyway.
Now, there's one thing that happened the other day that I wanted to talk to you about. So somebody in one of my classes asked me a question. She said, do you think that if you basically decide that you're going to follow these protocols that the coronavirus is saying, like don't shake hands with people or stand 6 feet away from someone when you're talking and, you know, things like that. She asked me, do you think that that means that you don't have faith? Like if you had faith and you trusted in God, would it mean that you would just be like, hey, I'm gonna just go out here and do my thing and it's whatever. I trust that God will protect me. And she asked me, do I think, because apparently there are people that are saying that. People are saying you're not a person of faith if you are abiding by these things that the CDC and people like that are saying you should do. And of course, I told her, I think there's a thin line between faith and presumption.
Right.
And I don't think if you have faith that it means that you get rid of your common sense. I think that God has blessed us with common sense and we're supposed to use our brains. And if health professionals who do this for a living are telling us if you do these things, it can drastically reduce the spread of this virus, then why not do it?
Well, I mean, that's just like saying, because I have faith, I can eat as much fried chicken, deep fried chicken as I want, and I won't have a heart attack. I mean, you know.
That's true. You're right.
That's not, it's not about that.
If you apply it to other stuff, it does seem pretty obvious.
We live in a world where things like this happen.
Right.
So you need to do that. Like, so many people are just coming up and hugging me anyway, and I'm like, you know, I don't know. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah. But I feel like I need to do that because people are hugging me anyway.
Well, at this point, you're going to be in your house for the next month, so you don't have to worry about hugs. True. Except for me. Aww. But hopefully I don't have it.
Well, if you have it, I'm going to get it. So,
that's true.
You know, that's just it.
If you have it, I already have it. Hello?
Stay faithful, stay smart, common sense, you know.
Don't live in fear. I think
don't live in fear.
I think it's okay to be afraid.
Yeah.
I think that's natural. I think that's normal. I think it's normal to say, you know what, I'm kind of scared about what's going to happen.
Right.
But I don't think you should be living in fear. I think that's a different thing.
It is.
And I believe, especially if you're a person of faith, that you should be praying more during this time. And maybe this could be a situation where your relationship with God gets closer because you recognize how much you need Him. You know, I think sometimes we take stuff for granted because we just go throughout our day all the time doing what we do. And it takes stuff like this sometimes to remind us that, you know what? Life is fragile. It's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised. And hopefully we live our lives better because of this situation.
And hopefully we will wash our hands.
Wash your hands anyway.
Regardless of the Rona.
Wash your hands so you won't get corona.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be washing your hands for 20 seconds anyway.
Right.
So hopefully this will keep that going.
I hope so.
And it'll condense the flu, colds, and all those things.
Maybe everything will come down a little bit because of this. That'd be great. Yeah. Thanks for watching Jess, John, and April.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell to be notified about our next episode.
See you next time.
Bye.